the number one question they ask me is, how do you get internet on the road all over the country, no matter where you are? So there's several different options. You've got satellite, you've got cellular, you've got Wi-Fi at a campground, you've got, well, that might just be it. Welcome back to This Mobile Life. If you're new here, my name is Dustin, and today we're going to talk about getting internet on the road and working and traveling full-time from an RV. If there's anything specific that I talk about today from a connectivity solution or a product that you want more information about, please drop a note in the comments below. It really helps me figure out what people want to learn about, what they need to know, what they might want some help with. So again, just drop in the comments below, it'd be super helpful, and I'll make a video about that. Basically, yes, Starlink is an option. It is a really good option. It's relatively new, but it's not the only option, and a lot of times it doesn't work depending on where you're going to be. So if you have to have an internet connection, it's critical to either plan your trip around being able to use your Starlink if you want to have one of those, or to have a different option or multiple options, which is actually our case. So before Starlink came out, and we've been traveling on the road full time for almost 3 years now. So before Starlink came out, we had to have a different solution. Our go-to solution for the first couple of years really was something called a Peplink modem. A Peplink modem or similar device from other manufacturers is essentially a device that allows you to take a SIM card from a mobile carrier like AT&T, Verizon, Visible, Sprint, T-Mobile, etc. And you can, as long as you can get a data plan for that, you can pop that into the modem, program it, and it's going to act as a modem just like you'd have in a house. Now there are some limitations, data caps, data speeds, etc. And of course you have to have wireless signal around to be able to actually utilize it. Now when it comes to the Peplink or the cellular modem type devices, there's going to be an antenna outside. The nice thing about that is it's going to give you a lot better range, and you're going to be able to connect to towers. Hey look, there's actually a cell phone tower off in the distance, right over there somewhere. You might not be able to see it. There's two main types of antennas. There's going to be something called an omnidirectional antenna, which is looking for signal pretty much in every direction. Using one of those cell phone towers is super handy if they're nearby, but if they're not nearby, you're either going to have really slow speeds or you're going to need to look at alternative antenna solutions like a directional antenna, which works really well, but you have to point it right at a tower. And there's not really a good way to do that other than trial and error. Typically, you're going to need to log into your modem and see your signal strength and keep turning the antenna until you find a tower and then kind of fine tune it. It works really well when you're really far out in the middle of nowhere and there is only one antenna or cell phone tower anywhere nearby, but you're going to have to take more time to set that up. But if that's what you do and that's what you need, it's a great solution. What you doing, buddy? The next option you'll hear about is, and a lot of times people who don't RV a ton start talking about this. It sounds good on paper, but is campground Wi-Fi. Now, we have been to a couple campgrounds that actually have decent Wi-Fi, but for the most part, it doesn't work very well. So if you need to do anything critical, like video conferencing, using it for voice over IP calls, anything like that, usually I wouldn't count on it. It's a nice backup if you find a campground that has it and it works well, but most of the time, I would not count on that as being a viable option for working on the road. Another popular option is your cell phone, right? A lot of people have 5G cell phone or even a 4G cell phone, and those phones oftentimes will have a mobile hotspot. Now, it works. It's really good for a backup solution, but one of the main problems you're going to run into is data caps. With mobile hotspots, typically you're only allowed a certain amount of gigabytes of data, and once you hit that, you either have to pay for more, which is pretty expensive, or you're slowed way down, and it just doesn't work that well. Another popular option that's out there is something called a WeBoost, and basically what it is it is a cellular repeater, and there's an antenna again that goes outside. There's actually an antenna that goes inside, and what happens is it's going to boost the signal from the cell phone towers and send it to a repeater inside your RV for your cell phone or other devices to pick up on. Now, they're very popular. We see them all over the place. I personally wouldn't recommend you spend your money on one. Again, we used it for about 1.5 years, tried to anyways, and it just didn't really work out that well. So what solution is right for you? It really depends on, again, what you want to do, where you want to go, how good of internet you have to have. For us, we have multiple solutions. My primary solution most of the time nowadays is my Starlink dish. It works really well, but you do have to have a very clear view of the sky. If you're going somewhere like a heavily forested campground, unless you're willing to move your RV every day, which we've done, to be able to get internet, it might not be the best solution for you. Your next best option is going to be a cellular modem. It's going to allow you to get the antenna outside of your RV, which means you're going to get better reception. And depending on how many carriers you want to pay for and how many different plans you want, for the most part, there's pretty good coverage all over the United States. Now, if you're going way back into the backcountry of Utah and Moab and things like that, not really going to have coverage no matter what you do. But there's no trees. You can chuck your Starlink dish out and you got a clear view of the sky pretty much wherever you go. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this helpful, please click that like button down below. And if you want to see more information like this or follow along with our travels and adventures, click that subscribe button to get notified when we have new videos. Otherwise, thanks so much and we'll see you out there.